Open Sourcing a World We Want. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 654.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and non-profit business creation, society, and true earth stewardship.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of One Community's Weekly Progress Update. This is specifically our September 29th, 2025 edition of Weekly Progress Update. My name is Jay, and today I want to talk about open sourcing the world we want. We want. I mean, hopefully it's the world that you want too, but it's really about, for us, obviously we're open sourcing the world that we want. And the world that we want and what we are open sourcing is exactly what you see happening in the background of this video. And what do we want? Well, we want a world that's sustainable and created for the highest good of all people and life on this planet that's functioning in a sustainable way. We want to achieve a sustainable civilization. And we want to live in communities of people that can express and share their greatest gifts for the highest good of their fellow human beings living within that community, but also in a way that supports global growth and positive action. And so that's what we're creating, and we're open sourcing the world we want by open sourcing all the foundations necessary to replicate this, and with the idea that if we make it easy enough, affordable enough, and attractive enough, that this idea will spread on its own and help to create the world that we know is possible. And so the physical foundations of sustainability that we are open sourcing are, and everybody's really familiar with these, but we see them as absolutely necessary, especially in more developing nations right now, but even in the United States: food, energy, and housing. The statistics on food security in the United States are absolutely shocking. Shocking. Energy infrastructure, even though, I can't remember what the statistic was that just came out, they were talking about something like 80-something% of the new energy infrastructure built in the United States in 2024 was sustainable energy infrastructure, but still the percentage of sustainable energy infrastructure globally in the United States is shockingly low. And then housing, right now most of us are living in houses that are built with toxic and carcinogenic materials. They are not designed to last more than 50 years without major renovation and replacement required. They are not very durable to natural disasters, and they're really not very artistic or beautiful. They're pretty standard. Stick house is really not that interesting. So food, energy, housing. And then there's the emotional foundations of sustainability that we are open sourcing, because these are aspects that we believe should exist and be accessible to everyone in the world that we want. And those are what we like to call highest good approaches to fulfilled living, which is social and recreational activities that should be within walking distance, free to participate in, and diverse as the people living in these communities will like to make them. People sharing their passions and their goals and their dreams, and having an environment to be able to share that in a space where other people can come together and participate in those things with you, and to be able to create accountability, and to be able to create more creativity and more access, and just to make the whole process more fun. And then, of course, the other areas are what we call highest good approaches to education, economics, and stewardship. So we have food, energy, housing, fulfilled living, education, economics, and stewardship. And we're putting all these together to create teacher demonstration communities, villages, cities, and hubs. And we're open sourcing all the foundations to create these and replicate everything that you see happening in the background of this video, and so much more, as a pathway to the world that we want. We're open sourcing the world that we want. We are open sourcing all of this so that it can be replicated as complete community models, teacher demonstration communities, villages, cities, and hubs designed to teach other people how to build teacher demonstration communities, villages, cities, and hubs as well, to create a global cooperative, a global collaborative of groups working together around the world to create even more open source content, but also designed to be replicated as individual components. so that people can take the aspects of it that they want and they can replicate those in a way that they want, or they can take just a little piece of what it is that they're interested in and not necessarily have to do the whole community model. And so maybe you just want a sustainable home built without toxic materials. Maybe you want to grow something that you can't buy in the grocery store. Maybe you'd like to prepare something that you can grow in the grocery store in a way that you've never seen before, and that you know is really sustainable and super, super healthy and has, all the nutritional details and things like that, as well as information on how you could specifically modify that for your nutritional needs. Like, we've already created the menus for this, and we will be implementing it as part of One Community, and so we're open sourcing and free sharing that as well. Maybe you want to build a sustainable kitchen for remote construction, or maybe for disaster repair. That's part of our transition kitchen plan as well. And so I could go through this for all of these different areas, but the idea is that we are open sourcing all of them so that they can be replicated as either the complete model, as a teacher demonstration hub, community, village, or city, which is what One Community will grow into, or as all the individual components. And so this is our idea for open sourcing the world we want. If we can make it easy enough, affordable enough, and attractive enough, the idea will spread on its own, and we can achieve that critical mass for exponential growth, which is the stepping stone to a sustainable civilization, to creating, to evolving humanity into a sustainable civilization. Because the way that we're living right now, objectively not sustainable. And so we want to leverage the uniquely meaningful life experience of living within one community and being able to share your passions and gifts with a community of people interested in that as well. And in our case, with One Community, being able to share the passion of world change and helping to write the next chapter in the human story for the benefit of all people in life on this planet, and being able to have control over your own lifestyle design and creating your working schedule, and being able to have access to all these different recreational activities that you wouldn't normally even have access to, all for free and within walking distance, and be able to eat the healthiest of food, and be able to live in the healthiest of homes, and be able to know that your energy is sourced from sustainable sources and means, and to know that you have all this access for the recreation and social architecture and all that, and to know that if you have kids, or even for your own growth and evolution, you want to participate in the most comprehensive and progressive education model possible, that's accessible to you, that you're participating in an economic model built on a resource-based economy that's built on sharing, cooperation, collaboration instead of competition, and showing the benefits of that, and a stewardship model with software and all the different components and hundreds, if not thousands of hours, tens of thousands of hours of research, but hundreds of hours of research put into the simple things like identifying the most sustainable light bulb company and light bulbs, or the most sustainable approach for a community to deal with plastic waste that can't be recycled even in current municipal recycling systems, and the most sustainable flooring, or the most sustainable insulation, all of these different things. If you are somebody that's a truth seeker and interested in knowing for sure that you have the best solutions in the world and they're not manipulated or influenced by any external factors, that's us too. That's what we're about. That's what we're doing. And so we're a 100% volunteer organization. We're a nonprofit organization. We're a non-governmental organization. We're creating this because we want to live this way. It's the world that we want, and we're open sourcing it and free sharing it so that people take the aspects of this world that we want and apply them in the world that you're living in, and to help create that and just move humanity forward as a group. So this is what One Community is all about. This is how we're creating world change, and this is how we're open sourcing the world that we want. So if you'd like to help us out, visit our helping page. If you would like to donate, that is definitely appreciated, because we are a 100% volunteer organization, including myself. I'm not paid for any of this. Been doing this for 15 years full time, volunteering my time for this, working a paid job separately from that, helping to support this with my own financial input. So any contributions there is very much appreciated. Subscribe if you like. One of the easiest way to help us out. Like and subscribe to this channel. Visit us on social media. We are on all the different social media networks to make it as easy as possible to share our information, help us share our information, and get the word out. That is a big, big plus for us. And then, if you'd like to access all of our open source content, of course, visit our website. If you'd like to see exactly what our all-volunteer team has accomplished within the last week, you can visit our weekly progress update blog. And yeah, stick around for a couple more minutes and help out our algorithm, and you'll see bullet points for all the major components of our project. It's kind of an overview of exactly what it is, but we're creating all that and so much more. So, open sourcing the world we want. We believe that this is a path to empowering people to be able to create their own life the way that they want, lifestyle design, trailblazing a path to global change and making a difference, and we're creating all the easy to follow free shared plans to support that. So thanks for watching to the end, and until next week, we will of course keep on keeping on open sourcing the world that we want. Stick around for a couple minutes and see.
The one community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free shared and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.